I need my husband to remember all of this stuff.
This way I can review it and go, oh yeah, but
Yeah, that's fine.
how do we do this again?
So this is your breakaway switch. This hooks up on the back of your tow hooks.
Oh, okay.
So where these guys would hook up to, this guy hooks up to there. You want a nice clear path for this. So what happens is when this comes out, this locks up the brake. So that's if you forget your hitch, like the hitch pin to hold the hitch in, or you forget to latch this guy down. So it's just, it's a way to make sure that the person behind you is not having a really bad day. You're gonna have a bad day, just not a really bad
It'll
one.
lock the brakes, okay.
Yep. So second thing is to make sure you cross your chains when you hook up. The main reason for that is if you forget the hitch pin, see if they're like this, it's just gonna fall out. But if it's crossed, that hitch will fall in here and it'll give you a chance to pull over and put things back up so you're not dragging on the ground.
I see, yeah.
That's it. That's why they do that.
Always cross them.
Yep. So no towing the trailer without a battery. That's to engage the brakes. If, say you forget to hook up, things fall behind. It gives this here, gives power to this guy to tell the brakes to stop if this comes out.
Okay. Always make sure the battery's got a battery.
So now, if this comes out, all you have to do is push it back in. And it disengages the brakes. There we go.
Okay.
Fair enough? So,
What
now,
are these things for?
these are your sway bar to hold the bars. We'll get to that when we go to hook up. So right here is your propane tank. So this right here, this cover goes over top. It's missing a little cap. I'll grab you one in a minute. All you do is you thread this guy out to get the propane tank off. So you'd have to take the cover off and then unthread this wing nut here, and then that way the tank will come out.
Okay.
Fair enough? So we'll set this right here for now.
So this has to be on. Oh yeah,
this-
that's
for
yeah,
the cover
that's
to
for
hold
that.
it
Cover.
in. So it has a little hole right here,
I see, yeah.
just so it doesn't blow off or anything like that. People do get worried with that. All right, so if you come around this side here, this here is your battery disconnect.
Oh yeah,
So
there we
if
go.
you're
You have a question.
Yeah, so if you're not using your trailer, turn that guy off or remove the battery.
Okay.
Fair enough? So, and if you're not using your trailer, do shut it off. And then that way it cuts power also for the solar as well. That
Okay.
you do have on the trailer. It's enough to keep the battery trickle charged, but not enough to dry camp fully.
Okay. Okay.
So now these here are your stabilizer jacks. So when you're walking in the trailer, it'll help stabilize things. We have a little bar here. So you can do it this way, where you put this guy in here and then you just crank them down. Or you can grab a drill and you can order one of these little guys off of Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's a good option. Yeah,
That was on the YouTube video.
yeah.
So the other thing is make sure you keep this nice and greased.
Okay.
Because when you're driving down the road and backcountry, it's going to get all the gravel and elements and stuff like that.
It's like once a year. Just
Yeah, just
Once in a
when you
couple
go,
years.
when you wash your unit, stuff like that.
So what kind of
It's a 19 mil socket,
19 mil?
19 mil, or you can order one of those off Amazon.
Okay.
All right. So let's go around to the other side here. So this is your city water connection. This will you hook up a garden hose, and this will run your trailer like your taps would at home.
Okay.
So you thread in a garden hose, and you wouldn't have to fill up your tank, and all your taps and water and stuff like that would just run from the garden hose directly.
Okay.
Now here's your gravity fill. This fills up your tank. Just twist this guy out, stick the water hose in here, and then it will start to spill water out when it's full.
Okay. So water and
Stuff like that. But this is more if you're driving down the road, have to use the washroom, you have that ability.
okay.
Yeah. Now down under here is your low point drain. So in here, this here is to your water tank. So if you want to drain your water tank, just open this cap up. And as you can see, we have some water in there, so you guys can see the system working.
So if you want to empty it.
Yeah.
Should you empty it every time you're finished camping for the?
Yeah. By the time you get home, just empty it.
Okay.
So that way you can use the facilities if need be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's your hot water tank. So right now we have it summarized. So we have water in your tank right now. And right here is your heating element. So this is electric. So if you have a campsite, you can turn this on instead of running propane for the hot water tank. So there's the heating element will heat it up like you're at your home. So same idea, just smaller tank versus using propane because you only have the one propane tank.
Okay.
So you're not using all that propane, right?
So you can switch it to electric and gas?
Yeah. So you got to make sure when you empty out all the water out of here, you shut this off. Okay. There's going to be a switch inside that will tell you that it's on. There's a little switch here, on, off, and then yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We'll have to learn about that. Yeah, that's.
It's pretty straightforward. Now under here, you have this is where your power cord will hook up to. So when you hook up your power, you want to twist lock it. So what I mean is, this guy twists, comes out. There's a little latch here, and then thread this on. So if you have kids or relative children, like
Now, when we go to a campsite, do we need to buy this device here?
That's included, right?
No, this is just for 120. This is just a dog bone.
Oh.
There's an adapter that's similar to this.
But we have one that is included, right?
I don't know. It depends on what package you guys bought. So if you bought a package that comes with sewer hose and the essentials and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do have that.
Yeah, then that would be, we'll pick that up after we go up front.
Oh,
Okay. So when we go to the campsite, because it's got power,
Yeah, so
so
one or two things will come. So if you look here on your cord, grab this guy.
Oh, there you go. That's the one you're looking for, right?
So this is 30 amp service. There's an adapter that will change it from this to the 120 adapter.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a little black guy that will go on the front.
And
here.
that should be included.
In the essentials package.
Yeah, in the
yes.
essentials package.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Second
Okay.
thing I would recommend if you guys are going to be camping at sites, I would recommend getting a surge protector. I don't care if you guys get one from me or from our company or somewhere else or Amazon, just get one. Because you got to remember is that it's kind of like a power bar for your TV. This protects your converters and all your electrical system. So when everyone goes in the middle of summer when it gets really hot, turns on their ACs all at once, or they all kick on at the same time, it could send a surge through that whole system. So to reduce the risk of causing your trailer damage, that power bar goes on the end of here, and then that goes to their service. So it stops it before it ever gets to your trailer.
Yeah, I saw one in the showroom there that had a
Yeah.
surge protector on it. Yeah.
And that's what that is.
Okay.
So it's a good buy.
It's a good.
Yeah.
And how much are those?
They vary. It depends on the model you buy. Some are designed so it gives you a lot more protections. Like you can get the cheap ones, they're $60 to $200.
Yeah.
Give or take, but the one
But they
I
all
have,
do the same thing, though.
Yeah, it's just more or less how much one can take so many times.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
anything. You either spend your money once or you might have to spend it once or twice. Fair enough?
Yep.
Okay, now right here is also your exterior cable. If your site has, say if you have a portable satellite or services that connect to satellite or cable, you run your cable here and it'll connect to your TV inside.
Oh.
Okay, so now,
If you need to watch Oilers in the house.
absolutely.
But not many sites would have that.
Yeah. So this is the back of your fridge. You don't really need to do anything back here. So this is kind of what it looks like in here. This is for when you're hooked up to power. This fridge will run off of 120 volt or power services at your site.
Okay.
Or if say all the power goes out, it'll automatically switch to gas. So it keeps your fridge good.
Okay.
So before you go camping, take 2 days off, or take 2 days to prep it, get it plugged in, get everything ready, turn on the fridge, get it nice and cold, because you don't want to be traveling down the road with the fridge on.
Okay.
Yeah, with propane. Fire marshals are very sticky with that. It may not do something, but if something does happen, God forbid you guys get in an accident, and something leaks here, and the safety doesn't work on this, now you turn it off.
So what do they recommend we do? We
Just shut the fridge off.
shut the fridge off.
Or get a converter to transfer battery power into 120 power and then run off of that.
And there's all the switch for the fridge and everything is inside, right?
Yeah, inside. I just wanted to show you guys the back.
Okay.
So now here is your gate valves. So what you do is you twist it. First things first is you make sure these are closed tight before you take off the cap. So, have some pressure.
Now that is, okay, that's
This
the
is
gray
for
water.
your gray and your black tank. So
Oh, okay.
so when you're washing in the sinks or the shower water, will come out of the gray handle.
Yeah.
All your waste will come out of the black tank.
Yeah, we rented an RV, so I had to do the empty, the gray, and the black. Yeah, you do the black first, and then you do the gray next.
So it just kind of flushes out that little bit here.
Yeah.
And then that way you're okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. That's the one thing I do know about RVing is the gray and black.
Good thing you remember.
Mm.
And here you got in the back of your bunk here. So if you want more storage space, you can flip this up. So you take this guy, you throw it up top, and then you can latch this in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you take this guy out, put it up on the top bunk, and you can use this as more storage space.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense? So
Yep.
small bikes or whatever else. And then, as you can see, the bunk here also has USB, a little light.
Oh.
So I think each bunk on this unit does have that.
Has a USB and a light.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
It's good for the kids' cell
Yeah.
phone charging.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they can sit there on their phone lines right. There we go. So right here is your black tank waste. This is your flush. So when you're at, say, a place where you can flush out your black tank and they have a water hose, you hook this guy up. It'll help clean out all the stuff.
Oh, I didn't know.
Or say if you're at a site,
black thing, flush,
yeah.
okay.
So even if you're at a site and they have waste right there, you can use that to help flush things out. So when it gets hot, the trailer's not smelling.
So when I get to the site, you automatically take this off, put the hose on there, pull this.
No, you want your tank to fill up because.
What do you mean to fill up? Oh,
So okay, you want water and stuff to stay in your tank.
okay.
So the chemical can break down all the sewage and waste and toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
People make the mistake of opening that stuff up and then they kind of get little volcano in there, and then it just piles up, dries out, and then you have to flush your tanks multiple times
Oh.
to clean it out. So you want your tanks to fill up at least 3/4, and then open it up, drain them out, fill up your tanks, like fill up your water tank, and then go again.
How do you?
So the chemical helps with water when you flush your toilet. Water comes up and flushes things down, but the chemical helps break things down so it turns into liquid.
Yeah.
It's easier to come out.
And now, so when it's 3/4, you want to fill it up, the tank up to 3/4.
3/4 are full, depending on where you are.
Now you're talking about the septic tank
Yeah.
that we're draining. Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't want to go below that. So at least 3/4 or more
Yeah.
should be filled up.
So the chemicals with water can break down all the sewage.
And this chemical, what is that?
That's one of the toiletries that we got.
Oh, that you'll show me.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'll show you that.
So when that's up to 75%, but when I go to drain it though,
Yeah, you take this guy off, connect the hose to the drain, then pull the handle.
pull the handle. And then once it's done,
Push the handle back in,
yeah,
and then cap it.
okay, because it'll be the black water first,
Yep.
and then after and then you would
do the
push,
gray.
yeah, do the gray, and then wash it off, and
That's-
then
This would help flush out anything that may be sitting in the tank as well.
while you're doing the black water.
Yes.
Okay, so because the first one's black, so while I'm doing the black water, I'm going to be having a hose in there if
Yeah.
there's a hose available.
Yep. No, so yeah, if there's a water hose, yeah.
There's
And now,
usually is.
Yeah, it should be included, right?
So now
Or
here,
at the site though, that.
so here we got a nice little spot here. These are bumper caps, so you can stick your sewer hose inside.
Oh.
So you don't have it inside your truck or vehicle.
Yeah.
So you can just put your sewer hose in here. So after you're done flushing your tank, you can flush your hose as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Just stick it in there.
yeah,
Oh, that's
and then it
nice.
stays outside so it's not smelling up your trailer in your front compartment. All right. So I believe with this one,
Had a solar panel.
yeah, it has a solar panel. I'm not sure if it has the roof racks because then you have the kayak stuff. Just give me a second here. Yeah, so it has the racks, so you get the kayak
Hold
straps.
this, I want to see the roof rack.
Yeah, so let me
Put that in here. Put it in the box.
yeah, so it has the roof racks that you put on your truck
Yeah.
canopy.
Uh-huh.
So same idea, the sports racks.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, yeah, you gotta buy the actual. It's got
Yeah,
so you gotta buy the actual rack, but it's
Yeah.
got the.
We do have that.
it has the brackets.
Remember?
It has the brackets though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember I bought some?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a kayak anyway, so we don't
No,
know.
but it's there for other things down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question about this. We watched a video. So this one doesn't have a is it
Camera.
backup camera?
Yeah, backup camera. That's an extra.
an extra, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how much?
I don't know, but we can ask.
Okay.
But I have one on my trailer. It's just right over here. But I have the Furon
Is it
one.
nice?
Because the Forest River one comes with a little backup camera that's wireless. It's not very good. The one that we have is the Furon one. That one is pretty straightforward. It's better if we install it, because if something happens to the camera, then it's on us.
Yeah.
Then we go through warranty. If you install it, it's kind
How
of
much
new.
the one that what you have?
The one that I bought from us, I think it was about $750.
$750, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's worth its weight in gold, because you can drive down the road and it'll display everything behind you.
Oh.
So you can have it on while you're driving, so it's extra, so you can see who's behind you, when
Yeah.
you're changing lanes and
If
stuff like
they're
that.
tailgating
And when you're
you.
backing up, it
Yeah.
makes it so much easier.
Do you?
So-
I think we should get that installed.
No, yeah, what?
Next-
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
You know, we'll try.
Without first, and then we'll.
How badly we need it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like my little units, like this one right here,
Yeah.
I have it on there because it's just peace of mind. Because you don't know where a tree is,
Yeah.
and if you're not communicating right, it
Yeah.
takes one thing and then that's it, you're spending money.
And these lights come on or stay on when you're driving?
Nope, I have them on right now with the test box.
Oh, okay.
So when you're driving it, also to power the camera, you actually have to turn on your marker lights. Everyone has it on auto. You actually have to switch it to the lights. So that way the backup camera has lights, so it'll also turn on your marker lights for people to see you while you're on the road as well. When you're changing lanes, it's a little more obvious. So right here, you have your barbecue, exterior barbecue. So this guy here latches in with these little hooks here. So you pop these guys out. It slides off. And you can put the barbecue away, but right now we're just going to show you. So here, you just push down.
So is that hook in the propane right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you're hooked up to the trailer. See? There we go. Light. So I'm going to lift this up. So you can kind of see. Put your hand over it. See it's nice and warm.
I can see it.
Can you show us again how to turn that on?
Yep. So just let that in. So what you do is you push down. Hear the gas, and then it ignites.
So it's like the one in the.
Yeah, just like
Push.
Yeah.
If you hear the gas, then
Okay, so
ignite.
I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I put it.
Push.
It in.
Yeah, and
Hold it.
twist. So you hear the gas now, spark. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then once it sparks, you go back to light, or you go back to your.
You can adjust the heat temperature. So you want it low, want it high.
It's like your barbecue.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
like your barbecue at home. This is your grease strip.
Grease strip.
So all the grease will go in here. So if you're frying up bacon, whatever else.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then this is just a chopping board.
Yeah, that's the chopping board. Now you can even swap these guys.
Mm.
I personally don't recommend it because if you
Look
got
at
too much
awning.
heat,
Yeah.
also the smells of the awning, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in a sunny day, plus heat coming up, you could warp your awning. So this guy just, so these guys both just up, slides up.
Okay.
That's it. So now here you have an exterior spray port. Oh, I'm gonna shut that off. That's gonna get by. Okay, so here's your exterior spray port. I'm gonna grab that guy for you.
What is that?
Exterior spray port.
What's that? And then you have a
It doesn't have the
what?
goat.
Because this is 2022.
There's the goat.
There's the goat.
You
Goat.
got a spray nozzle here. So this guy here, connects in here. Actually, I'm gonna should be able to push and go. There we go. So what you would do is have this hooked up first, because if you have the water pump on, it's gonna start pushing water out right away.
Okay.
So this just kind of shows you.
Oh, the water.
Yeah, so you can wash dishes outside, stuff like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're
It's
not
for
bringing
washing.
it. Yeah, so you can wash, or if your boots are muddy or the kids are muddy, just close them down.
You can use it as an outdoor shower as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So make sure you have this guy on and
Plug
the
it in
one-
before you turn the water on.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
plug
before
it in
you-
first and make sure that this guy's on, or else it's going to start shooting out water and you'll go through water. real quick.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah.
And
But this is always on. So if you
no, it's pressure. So
A pressure.
So the minute I push in,
yes, the water will.
yeah, and then you twist and you hear the click. So that's it. So as soon as it's locked in,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
The water will always ready. Okay.
So as you can see, right now you got water coming out.
And then you have 110 volts there for
Yeah, so if you want, even what you can do is disconnect your TV and bring it outside. And then just set it on the little ledge here or right here. And you guys can sit under the TV and watch the game or something like that.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want to do it, or bring a spare TV with you. Like
Yeah.
just a little guy, right?
Let's just bring your 100 TB, right?
100 inch.
Well, actually, you wouldn't be surprised. We've had some pretty strange stuff.
Let's just bring the projector.
Lights here.
Just the projector.
So when you turn on your furnace, this is where, so don't touch this guy, it'll get hot.
Okay.
It's your exhaust plug for your furnace. So that little furnace here, I have the same furnace, will heat this trailer up pretty good.
Okay.
So your lights have two settings, bright, and then just kind of like an orange light for nighttime.
And that's the one up there.
Right here. So this guy, of course, light. But now to shut them both off, you actually have to have the switch in the middle.
Okay. So that one there, just yeah. Okay. Your lights.
And then this is your front cap light. So there's an LED light out there on the front of the top of the cap.
And what would that be for?
So if you're driving down the road or whatever, so or a security light as well. So you can have it on. So if you're going outside late at night, you're not tripping over all this stuff.
Okay.
Just something else there. So this is your chemical that I was telling you. You take one or two of these little packages and dump it in. So you rip this guy open. There's a little chemical dye pack in here that will help break up any of the waste inside your trailer.
Do you do that just before
use?
Before use.
Yeah,
Okay.
So first thing you do is this guy, and then you can use the toilet.
Okay.
Where do you put that?
In the toilet.
In the
Oh,
toilet.
just goes in the toilet. Okay.
I'll show you guys when we head inside here.
Just show my wife the.
Can you
lights
show me
again.
the lights first?
Yeah. So it has to be in the middle here
Okay.
for these guys to be off. So right there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the front one is the other one.
Yep. So this one that's on right
Oh,
here.
sorry.
Sorry. This is the LED for the front cap.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's like
Awning.
a security light. Awning light. Oh, sorry. This is the interior. This guy. Sorry. This guy.
Oh,
is
that's the cap light. Okay.
This is the cap light. I apologize.
And what was this one for?
That's the interior lights here.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then here's your slide switch.
You're gonna hold it when you do that,
Yeah,
or
you have to hold
you
it.
gotta push it and hold it.
Yeah, push and hold here. Watch out. And there's the slide right here. So you want to make sure that little ladder there is not hanging out. It is screwed to the ground, so it's just not. So you don't have things hanging off it, or else it'll get caught on that stuff and wreck your slide fascia. So right here you have two coat hooks, and the most important thing, beer opener,
Beer opener. Yeah.
of course, right?
Oh, it has a beer opener.
And this is to retract your awning
Okay.
or extend your awning. So when it's nighttime, if you don't need it out, bring it in, because the weather does change, and you don't want it flexing and stretching your awning.
Okay.
And
So
if you guys are leaving for the day, bring your awning in. So
Yeah.
that way it's not putting pressure, or the sun is not warping your awning as well.
okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're not going to use it,
Just have
Bring
it
it
in.
in.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So now when you're bringing it in, the biggest mistake everyone does is have this open all the way. And then what it does is it catches on the door right here, and then you're not going to be happy. Because then you're going to wreck your door and your awning at the same time.
Oh,
That's going to be very expensive pretty quick. So right now, your TV is on antenna. So if you go through your settings,
Oh, you have antenna.
yeah, so you hit this, over. Oh, sorry, channels, air, auto scan, and then say yes.
and that's going to look for a channel
It'll look for any channels in the area.
on antenna.
On antenna, yeah.
Yeah, on antenna. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything that'll pick up. And then you can kind of see news and things like that.
That's neat.
Is that a
Yeah.
smart TV?
Yeah, in a sense. It's like a kind of cross RV smart TV. This one actually runs on 12 volt. So if you come behind here, right there, it's actually hooked into your 12 volt port. So even if you also have a
Oh.
sleep apnea machine, you can plug it into that guy.
Okay.
So you can run it on that. And then that's your antenna. So the minute you push this, you lose the TV. Push that on, you see a little red light, you have TV.
There's a button there.
Yeah.
So that turns your antenna or satellite on. And
Now you have lights back here. Oh, okay.
Nice.
so yeah, that's the switch right here.
Oh, okay.
So you can leave that on as a night light if necessary and shut these guys off.
Oh,
These are little push buttons. Yeah, just push buttons.
inside. Oh.
Yeah. And then so you can actually see stuff inside here too. So that way you're looking for stuff. Now, because Forest River didn't want to put a stereo in this unit, they sent you guys a little Bluetooth speaker as well.
Oh, we did get. I was wondering.
Yeah.
They all the YouTube videos have a Bluetooth, and I'm
Yeah.
like, is that an extra thing?
Yeah, so it's hit and miss on the model. So sometimes they will, sometimes they won't.
Okay.
They actually originally came out with this blue speaker,
Mhm.
but they kept getting stolen. So they were like, okay, we got to make it more compact. Let's just buy these guys. We'll buy so many of them, get a deal, and then just throw them in our trailers.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And the nice thing about this is you can bring it anywhere you want outside the trailer, and it's there.
Okay, so that will that looks like your cell phone then.
Yeah,
I do have lots anyway, but it's nice
Yeah.
to have
It's nice to have.
for the
That's it.
trailer.
it's good. And that way, if one dies, you have a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
So now, throughout the trailer, you'll see the USB plugs. I guess there's just on the bunks there. I guess you don't.
You don't have in here?
No, I guess
No. A plug in beside it?
they have a plug right here.
Plug, but no USB plug.
Yeah. So.
At least there's a
Yeah.
plug in beside.
So right
there.
here is your main GFI. So it's like at home. If you trip that, you plug something into one of your plugs here, and all the stuff's off. Check this guy
Our
first.
rental RV had that problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
they kept breaking the breakers kept going on. So how do you do that one?
It's just like that. So right now it's tripped, and then it turns it back
Okay.
on. That's it.
Now what is that green light for?
LED.
Inverter.
Oh,
Oh,
so
that's for the solar.
yeah, for the solar, it's just letting you know that you have some power.
That is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing its thing.
Now it's got an emergency exit. I
Yeah.
said in the video
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. So what you do is you twist this guy out, and you can also use it as a window. Pop these guys here, and you can climb out the window. So all you have to do is push that out more.
Okay, push it out. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, you can also use it to just keep things cool in here.
Mm-hmm.
Fan low, high. There we go. So now if you want all the air directed to that side, just push that guy up, and then all the air will push this,
Okay.
or vice versa. Okay?
Oh, okay. So you gotta.
Yeah.
So you can switch it to just one side or
Yeah, so your AC would run the same, but we're not hooked up to 30 amp right now.
yeah.
And the chances of me tripping that plug on the
On your your portable battery.
no,
Or-
our light post there.
Oh, it won't be
we're
enough.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got two. I
So
see.
we got two trailers, so we got two right
Yeah.
now. So it's not enough juice. So if we ran it all day, it would trip that plug out all day long.
Oh, okay.
That's why you need 30 amp. That way you have good services. That way you get your AC. And so like when I was saying, when these guys turn on, everyone has them. That's when the surge protector becomes nice because a couple of guys at my brother's site where he lives in his trailer, they didn't listen.
So is there's a switch for the speed of the fan?
Yeah. So then. Okay, so you just push through the buttons and it'll switch to low.
And when we go to a campsite, we should look for 30 amp.
Service. Yeah.
30 amp service.
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's just 15 in there, we cannot turn on the aircon then?
You can, but you might trip the plug outside. Depending on, okay, now say you use the AC and then you use the microwave, you're going to trip the plug. So you got to be power conscious, right?
So if it's 30, we can run everything. But if it's only 15, we can
Yeah.
probably only run one device at a time.
Yeah, so I have it on cool right now with low pressure. We'll see if it, there we go. So now it's going to blow cold air, but it's not on full.
Full
So now if
speed.
I go start that guy,
It will
we're
trip.
done.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So only if it's plugged into 30 amp.
Then we can run everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if we get a place with 15 amp, we'll still survive. It's just we have to be very conscious of.
Yeah.
But if we plug into the 120 volts, can we use?
We're using AC right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get colder as you can feel it. If you stand up right now, it's getting cooler.
That's the AC right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You feel it now?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're getting AC right now.
Yeah.
Feel it now, man. It's turned off before.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's on low. So when you crank it up high, it'll get nice and chilly in here.
Yeah. And then for heat, you just this thermostat? Yeah, turn the
Yeah.
heat up.
So yeah, you go through the settings.
Is there a manual for that?
Yes, all the manuals. I will show you where those are right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the manuals are actually all right here, and then you also have a backup. So if you get another TV that's 12 volt, you can hook this up, hardwire it into your battery system,
Okay.
and then you're good to go on that as well. So all your manuals are right here. So this is reading materials for when you guys get home. It's
Yeah.
good to read through. Here you have two little legs. If you take the TV off there, you can actually mount it outside with those.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, you just have to fit in, leave the screws. So that's the only thing we have. And then this is your key lock. It's already mounted. This is the old lock. So hang on to this, guys. Say if you don't like the keyless entry. So the keyless entry is you just push buttons and then it'll open.
Oh.
So where's the keyless entry?
On the front door there. I'll show you that on the way out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll check it out later.
So that's the factory one, but there's you guys installed
So
that.
if you don't like the keyless entry, say it's causing you problems, you don't like it, it's not your cup of tea. This guy's right here. The keys are still here. You're good to use that.
Switch it out.
Yep. You got two little lights here for your dinette table.
Okay.
Okay.
Does this one have a LED light inside too?
No, not this guy.
Not this one. Okay.
No. So that's okay. What's
Yeah.
nice about these ones is that they still have a little lip here, so your stuff isn't gonna fly right out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this also turns into a bed. Sorry.
Switch.
So these guys would go underneath there, and then this goes traveling. So when you're traveling, you want to put this down too. So you take them off. This is also a travel strap. Strap it down.
Okay.
Or if you want to leave it up, you can do the same. I think that's what the design for this is.
Okay, that's why it's so long.
Yeah. And then here, you take these down. You got another bed for somebody.
Hmm.
So when
Extra.
you're mad at him, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sleep there.
Or vice versa. If you're mad at her, she can sleep there.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then you take these guys, stick them in the front compartment or underneath the bed here, so they're not rolling all over the place, chipping
Yeah.
things up. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this one?
That's your furnace.
Oh, okay.
So now that we cool things down, I could probably turn it on, but it get pretty warm in here. pretty
Yeah,
quick.
no, it's okay.
But that all runs off the same
Yep.
thermostat.
Yep. Same thermostat. Now the nice thing about this guy is, and you can sleep all day.
So where do we have to empty the?
That would be in, I believe, the front compartment. Where
There's a
is
bag or something.
it? Yeah, I think there's something here. I forgot where it goes.
Automatically on.
Yeah, so you just flip it up and then it.
Now what is this? That's the sucking air in?
Yeah.
So you have to have that open.
No. So as soon as you flip that guy up, this turns on.
We'll just watch more video.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But that open. What's the purpose of opening this?
Because they have a hose usually with these units. I think it's actually under the bed. Just give me a
Oh,
second.
yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
So if you hop up, I'm just going to take a look under there.
Sure.
Here's that one, just on our sides.
Okay.
How is it so far? I think I have a good choice for this for
Yeah.
now. What is this? We'll ask what.
It's an alternate accessory that you'd have to buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But I will show you when we're done here where you can do your winterize, so you can shut off your water pump and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna get
that's
it
in the front.
professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's in the front compartment, but we'll
Okay.
show you that. But now if you come here, this guy right here is your CO2 and LP, your propane detector.
Okay.
So if something's leaking, this guy's going to start beeping at you. If you leave that guy on, it's going to start chirping pretty bad. So,
Now that's run. Okay, that's telling me that there's either propane or.
Yeah.
Okay. And
The other thing is, if it gets really warm in here, this guy might have a bad day and start chirping.
yeah, sometimes too much moisture or
Yeah.
something. The shower.
But you can shut that off or just.
No, it has to be off for safety purposes.
Ah.
So worst case scenario, if it's just going off consistently, you can unscrew it, pull it out, snip one of the wires, bring it back to us, and we'll see what's going on.
And that runs off a battery, like a 9-volt or double
No,
A battery.
that's actually hooked up to your electrical system.
Okay,
So if you leave your battery on
Mhm.
and say you don't turn your battery disconnect on, say your fridge is trying to start, this guy's trying to draw power, all these little things will drain your battery anyway.
Yeah.
The solar's there to keep it from doing that, but if you leave it, if you don't shut that battery disconnect off, then all this stuff is gonna keep going.
Okay.
So here is
Oh, you have to have lighter in
yeah,
there.
on this one. Come on. I'm making a liar today.
There we go.
Yeah. So I would do most of your cooking outside
Yeah.
because you don't have an exhaust fan in here and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
So if you are cooking in here, it's going to get pretty warm pretty quick, or you're going to have to open up all the windows.
Okay.
So
So you got to push it down and turn it,
yeah, push down and like
and then let it go. Yeah.
yeah.
We're not gonna use it
So
anyway.
sometimes yeah, it's one of those kind of
Very rare. Yeah.
yeah. If it's a lot of rain, you don't want to be outside cooking or be yawning, then it's just little things here.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay.
Now, here, yep, so there's the push button light for
Yeah.
top pump. USB's right there.
The fridge.
The bathroom here.
Yeah.
The
It's
fridge.
going to be a little close, but so if you come in here, your trailer actually has some pull. I'll stand in the shower. So come on in. Show
I'll
you guys
come
some
in.
things. Okay, so this tells you all your battery, where your battery's at right now, with everything going on. This will tell you all your 12-volt power and stuff like that. Right here, or say if it's a little chilly where you are, you can turn these guys on, and these will keep your holding tanks warm so they don't frost up.
Okay.
That makes sense. So if you're getting close to that time, then here's your water pump, and that will turn on your water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to take a little time for the system to kick in. So yeah.
So when we hook the water up, when we get the campsite, hook the water up, you got to hit the pump.
Nope. If you hook the water directly to the city water,
Mhm.
you don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
It just runs like your taps at home.
Oh,
So you turn on,
okay.
and then you're good.
This is just if you're using the water in the tank.
Yeah. So if you're using the water in the tank and you want to use the toilet, turn this guy on, step on that pedal. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. And that's it. And if you want to fill up the toilet just a little bit, you kind of half step on it.
Oh.
So yeah, so you can fill it up a little bit more, and then there you go.
Okay.
Make sense?
Mm.
Okay.
And this is for
This
the
is
water heater?
This is for your gas. So if you want the gas to run it, then you turn this guy on, and then it'll tell you if it lights. We're going to shut that off, so we're not.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if your water tank's full or not. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But-
what is this for?
so these guys here, this is your battery power. See, because we're plugged in right now, it's always going to read full, or this will tell you the true battery power. This is your fresh, so you have a little bit of water in there right now, so 1 3/4.
Oh, it's just showing you.
Yeah, it's empty, and then your gray tank is empty.
Oh.
It's just show you
Yeah,
what's
you
the.
just- yeah.
So when it's full, it'll come up red.
Yeah, so when I was saying 2 3/4 or full,
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Okay. These are what I'm always going to be concerned about: are the
Yeah.
black and the gray.
yeah, black, gray, and yeah, just checking your battery and making sure you're good.
Yeah.
Now here is your shower head, and this here will switch from water inside to outside. It's a little thing, so
It circulates the water.
yeah,
Yeah.
pending. I think it's for the little spray port outside as well. So
Okay.
you turn this guy this way, and then I'll put the water out to the
Okay.
spray port. That would run through here. So this way, it should shoot up to this guy here.
and then the other way you should shoot outside.
Yeah.
To the one outside.
Yeah.
And I heard something about this thing changes color if it's the water's hot enough. There was saying some YouTube video where
I don't think so. No,
that
probably a
doesn't make
different
any
model.
sense to me. But
Yeah, sorry about that.
And then you can open this thing.
How do you turn the fan on?
Oh yeah, here. Sorry. That's it. And then if you want, you turn on.
Okay. So there's option up to 4 settings.
Oh.
So if you're showering and it's hot in here, just turn that guy on. It'll suck everything up.
Yeah. And then you can open. Is that open right now? What's this?
Yeah, this vent is open.
It's open.
So
Okay.
it also
that's
has a Camco cover. So say if it's raining outside, this will help reduce the chance of rain coming in. Or
Yeah.
if you're driving down the road and your trailer's smelly, you just turn this guy on, open that guy up, and it'll help suck all the air out.
Okay.
Kind of bring some fresh
Yeah.
air in.
So when we're traveling, we should have that close, right?
If you want. Yeah, it doesn't matter either or because we have the Camco cover that covers over it.
It's protected.
But now if it's raining heavy, you want this guy closed because then water will eventually get in.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want it off, you just turn that guy off. Close this up.
Okay.
And then if you want to lock it, so the kids aren't playing with it, you just push up. And then they can't do anything.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Cool.
And then
Now
the plug-in
let's-
Now we got our little
storage.
storage space so you can put your toiletries right here, so your chemicals, stuff like that. So that little packages and the toilet paper you can put right here.
And your toothbrush and
Yeah,
everything in there.
toothbrush, whatever else. And then, like I said, you take one of the dye packs, put it in the toilet, flush it down the toilet,
Yeah.
and then as soon as water starts getting in there, it's going to erode the plastic around it, and then it will start eating away at sewage.
Oh, you don't have to take it out of the plastic. You just put the whole thing in.
Yeah, so it's a little pod, like a Tide pod, you just dump it in.
Okay.
Same idea.
Okay. Yeah. After you dump the tanks, yeah, you would do that.
No,
Hold
so
it.
you put the pod in first, then use the tanks. And then when you dump the tanks, you pour another one in.
Oh, okay.
So you need it in there so it helps break things down.
So before you dump them,
No, you want it first time before you use your
I'm
tanks.
confused. Okay.
Before you use the tanks, you put the little Tide pod in there, and then what it does is it breaks down, and then that helps dissolve all the sewage waste
yeah.
and stuff
Okay.
like that in the toilet
Okay.
paper. So when you go dump your tanks, it's easier to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. And then you got little privacy curtains here. So if the kids don't want to see you guys snuggling, they can just pull the curtains.
Okay.
The fridge.
Fridge, yeah. So here, right now it's on auto. So open it up. Here's your fridge. Put your hand in here, it's nice and cool. And that's me turning on in about an hour ago. Now if you leave it for a couple days, it gets nice and frosty. So when you're going to your destination, things will stay cold. And then you just try not to open it. Here, I'll cut those guys out. So you guys have your keys. So these are the original keys with the trailer. These are the new keys. You'll need these keys for, I will check the compartments to make sure if they're key to light. So the biggest thing is to leave these stickers in here.
Yeah.
So if something happens to the fridge, we take pictures of those usually, but if we don't, it's good to have this stuff so we can get parts, things like that.
Yeah, and we have up to 12 months to get the extended warranty.
Yes, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah. I think we should get extended warranty too. Yeah.
It's worthwhile. I have it for my trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm a technician. The main reason is some of this stuff gets expensive real quick. This guy here is like $900, if not more. Some of these fridges are like $3,000. So between the furnace, stuff like that, it's good to have.
Yeah.
AC, yeah, it adds up real quick.
Okay.
So now if you wreck it, that's kind of on your dime. It's like anything else, right?
Yeah.
You break it, you buy it. So any questions,
Okay.
guys?
Do you have any questions? So, so our new lock that you're gonna show it to us, is that we have an app that?
No. So what it is you scan this guy and it'll tell you how to program a code that you want.
Ah,
Okay, so when we close this guy here, 3715 is the factory code.
yeah.
It locks it, the deadbolt, but it won't lock this handle. That's what these keys are for here. But now, if you lock with these keys, on that, this is not going to open that. This handle here. Okay. So to open 3715. There you go. Now,
So we can decide if we want to use
this guy
or the key.
Yes. Now you would scan this guy and it would tell you how to reprogram it. So we wouldn't know the code. You would, and the kids would, stuff like that. So you're not buying more keys, right?
Yeah.
And then to lock this that way, unlock this way, and then back to here to pull out. So lock this way, up, out. Don't pull it all the way back, or else you're not locking it.
Okay.
Okay. So now when this guy's this way, this is not going to open. Okay. So that's more for now. You can come out, but if you close it behind you, you're not getting back in.
You're
So
locked
don't-
now.
Yeah,
so
don't lose.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't touch it.
Yeah. So, and then you can lock from the inside. So here, open, this way, lock. Got this little guy here, so you get this off of there, you just pull the handle down, and then you're good. You leave this open, and if you need to, this guy will just slide back and forth, just keep all the bugs out.
Yeah.
So if you need to grab that latch. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now to winterize.
Come around this way. You take your jug of antifreeze, you put it here, turn on all your taps. As soon as you see the pink stuff come out, you're good to go. Now you do not want to get the pink stuff inside your hot water tank. So if you reach in here further, there's a bypass switch on the back of this guy here. Where is it? Right there. It's at the bottom. I can't show you, but you have them pointed to the tank. Water goes in the tank. Point them away from the tank or to the hose. The water just bypasses in the system.
Okay, so you don't want them in a tank, so
No.
you make sure it's not facing towards the tank.
Yep.
Now, one guy said that the best thing to do isn't antifreeze, is just blow out the lines.
Yeah, you can blow out the lines, but you want to be cautious with that too, because if you don't blow them out very good,
Even a little bit of water can.
if it's in a spot or in a tap or something, it's better just also to have it going, because then come springtime, you'll see if there's any leaks.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's the other thing, right? So if something's leaking right away, you'll know real quick.
Yeah, you'll notice it on the wherever it's leaking.
Now, here, when you go to winterize, before you take this guy out, you open up the hear that pressure? That was from the hot water tank being filled up. So you'll see water coming out of there. It'll depressurize, because if you take this guy out, as you're socking it out, it will blow back at you like a little torpedo.
Okay.
I've been soaked a few times because I forgot about that.
What is this wiring for?
That's for your light.
Okay.
For the little guy right here. It's a little marker light. That's it.
You have any more question, hon?
No.
Oh, you about the solar solar panel.
Yeah.
So what's the coverage of that solar panel? Like,
What do you mean?
How much does it power? What is the power? Like, if you does it have no electricity?
let's
Okay,
say, for
so-
example, we
okay,
don't have
so-
electricity.
Okay, so it will not run the AC or the electric on the hot water tank. Or
So just basically the light.
it'll run the lights, the TV, because it's on 12 volt. Anything 12 volt power,
Yeah.
it'll give you that. But if you have everything on, it depends on how much battery you have.
Oh, okay.
That comes to battery amp hours. So then you have to calculate. If you're going to go dry camping, things like that in the middle of nowhere, then I would recommend upgrading your batteries and your solar a little bit so it can last the distance. Or just get a generator, which just makes it easier.
Generator.
Yeah.
So it will tell us if we're using the solar panel power or
That's that, you know that silver box in the bathroom?
yeah,
That will tell you where your battery is.
for the
How much battery you're using.
oh the battery thing that you show us, that's
Yeah.
solar panel. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the battery we're talking about is the one in
Yeah,
here.
no, yeah, so this battery here is connected to the solar system. The solar system
Ah,
is
I
that
see.
little box there, that silver box in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That tells you how much power you have in your battery.
So that solar panel is charging the battery as
Yes.
well. Okay.
Now, if we buy a generator, where do we plug it in? How do you just plug it in there?
Yeah, you just hook it up to your hose.
Same
or
way
your
as,
power-
with
power
electricity.
cord, and then there.
Okay.
And I would just get a little mat for your generator.
Yeah, so it doesn't go on the ground. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that it's on the ground, but also if there's dry grass behind it, things like that, you don't want that risk.
Okay.
That's it.
So if we're in generator, we can use the everything.
Everything, yeah. And
It's like considered as 30 amp. Is that right?
50 amp. So
50 amp.
You
Okay.
can run everything in its dog.
That's nice to have.
Yeah, it's worthwhile, especially the generator. See, I recommend our Cummins generator. I have one. The main reason is because the Cummins factory that supplies us is here in the city.
Oh, okay.
So you look at your Yamahas, all those other ones. Good luck for parts, repairs, anything else. We've had the Cummins generator for the last 2 years. We have yet to fix one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're worth their weight in gold, and I can pick one up myself, and that's fully gas.
Yeah. And how much are those?
I think they're about 1,600, 1,700.
Yeah.
Are you clear with all these
Yeah,
things
when
in
we
here?
come in to get you get propane and wood and the chemical.
Yeah.
Toiletries, yeah.
Yeah, temperature.
Do you know how this works now? All of
No, I
this?
was going to ask him that too.
Yeah, this is your little light here. So if you look here, so when you're backing up at nighttime, you can see.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, and then this guy here.
So now when I get to the campsite, the first thing I would do is, how does this work now? It goes
Up.
and this is for the light.
Yeah, this is for
Oh,
light.
that's just light, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So you bring that down, then you can unhook,
Yeah.
and then from there you would do the stands.
Yeah. No, you'd level off your trailer, so grab a small level. As soon as the nose is roughly level, then put your stands down, and you just stabilize. Don't recommend using them to like lift the trailer off the ground. That you might wreck the jacks themselves.
Yeah, it's not designed for that. Yeah.
No, it's meant to stabilize the trailer. That's it.
So you just put a level on here.
Yeah. You can just grab a little level from Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
Just a little
That's all
guy,
it is.
stick it on the tongue jack. That's what I do with mine.
That's the best.
And
So
then-
just
yeah, and then
we're
you
there.
just sit there. As soon as everything feels stable, good enough. Get some
Okay.
blocks like this, and just put them under all your jacks. So, because if it gets mucky and
Yeah.
muddy, you don't want it sinking in.
So we'll have to get a level for this and some blocks.
Yep. And that's it.
Okay, I have to ask you this question. So if we're plugging to electricity,
Yeah.
what is the stuff that is just using the propane tank? Just the grill?
Just the grills.
Just the grill, right?
Grill and your furnace.
Grill and furnace.
Yeah.
So the furnace is always depending on the...
Yes. There's no electric for the furnace.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then fridge is just
It could be either or.
Either
So
or,
if
yeah.
you lose power, it'll have it on auto. It'll automatically switch to propane.
okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
But then if it's so it should be electricity. But if it's not, if electricity goes out, then it goes to propane.
So what is this again? What is this?
This is okay. This right here is my test box.
Yeah.
This is your 7-way cord. This is your main gas line. This goes here, connects under here, goes into the trailer, and disperses as needed to the facilities.
So where do you connect this?
No, that's
To the
not
truck.
ours. Yeah,
This
that's
goes to the truck.
Ah, okay. To power the trailer
Yeah.
when you're pulling it.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. Okay.
so we get free propane. It's free firewood and propane. So I just take this off and I bring it in each time
Yeah.
into the service.
What I would recommend to you guys is also either buy another tank from us or get one of those tanks from Costco or wherever.
We do have
We have,
two.
yeah,
But
we
do
have an
not
extra
trade
one.
this tank in because it has this lovely sticker here. Without that sticker on that tank, you're not getting propane.
Oh, it's got to be.
It's gotta be that same propane.
It's got to be
Do not
only that
trade
one.
this guy in.
Okay.
People have made that mistake. We've kind of you get one,
But that's it.
and that's it.
Huh.
And so I would recommend just grabbing another tank from the gas station so you can just swap it out as you go.
Okay.
So when you come into the city, or buy a second one of these and have it as a backup. Because if you have exterior, one of those gas powered propane tanks, things like that, or propane fire pit places, then you have a tank for it.
Yeah, and
That's
you keep
nice
the
to
tank
have.
in the back of the truck too.
Yeah.
The extra second, your spare one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that way you have two. So if you
Yeah.
run out of both of the other two tanks, you have one of the ones that you can stop at a gas station and just swap it out. But I don't think you guys are going to be out that long at a time.
No, not that long. But it's nice to have extra.
Yeah, we'll bring an extra one for sure.
Yeah. That's it.
Go get an extra one. Yeah.
Okay, you have
Yeah.
any more questions for you?
Nope. I'm good.
So, okay, we'll close her up. Disconnect your barbecue. You push this guy up. Pop that out. Stick this guy in. Your tire is right there. It's going to shoot all the lovely stuff at it. Put this back down so it locks in place so it doesn't come back.
Oh, that's just a lock.
Yeah, this locks it so if you're hooked up to propane, you don't accidentally, without this down, no gas will come out of here.
Oh, okay.
So when it's up like this, the gas is cut. And then this will either or.
So I'm not getting gas. I should check to make sure that's, you know,
Yeah, lash down.
Lash
Yep.
down, yeah.
Yep. That's it. So, alright.
So the chemicals for the toilet is included as well, right?
Yeah.
And the toilet
So you come
paper?
in once a week. You go on the app, book your time that you're coming in, and then you come in, you get your toiletries, firewood. I will grab you a bundle as well if you want that today.
Yeah, please, yeah.
Yeah. And then, oh, also here, say if you want to take this barbecue off of these guys,
Yeah.
you can unscrew this, put the little these guys on and have their own picnic table.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to take it with you, then you can hook it up too.
But you have to have, let's say for example, my friend have their own propane tank.
Yeah.
We have to have a connect.
Yeah, a connector that would connect like this, but that threads into propane.
Ah.
So
Well, we'll
this
just
guy-
use this in.
Yeah.
Let's use this one, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to have.
And what is that low point drain?
Oh, so this here is for your low point drain. So say you're in the mountains, it gets really cold and you're worried about your water lines, you just open these guys up. Right here. I guess that way. And it'll drain all your water lines out. So open up your taps, and lets all the water come out.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my goof. I missed that one.
So wait, yeah. So when you're winterizing it, you would have to drain all the water out. That's how you drain it out.
No, you just run the taps. So you run all the taps, you blow all the water. If you want, you can open those guys up to make sure there's coolant in those.
Okay.
And then, so just a little bit until you see the tank, and then close it back up. And then that way, everything is has coolant running through it. So, and come springtime, if you check your unit and you see coolant all over the floor, it means something busted.
Yeah. And then in the springtime, summertime, you would just basically open it up. You would just have fresh water going through the system.
Yeah, just hook up to your city water, run the system clean.
Drain all the antifreeze out.
And then do your bypass for your pump and your pump and your hot water tank.
Okay.
And then that way the coolant is flushed out, you're good to go.
Okay. We'll get it done professionally after the first couple times.
Yeah, no worries.
It's covered. If you remember in the
Yeah.
video that underneath, it's covered.
Yeah.
And then when you're putting this guy away, make sure you snap these little guys in so you don't lose them. Because they will fall out of this over time because they are crimped in here. So they can pop out of that pretty easily. Usually. I've lost a few on mine. There we go. And then these guys up and over. That's it. And then slide. Guys, I get a duffel bag for this, or the box is okay for now.
Yeah, I think the box is okay for now.
And that goes. Oh, you put it there. Oh, it's coming up.
These are the old keys.
So what is that key for? This one here?
No, these keys actually work for this guy. So originally it's all key to like. So these keys would work for the front and the back door. Come on. Making me alive right now. So we're just, yeah. I'm gonna spray some stuff in there to clean that up. It's just a little corroded. But
So what
these
is that
keys-
for?
This one is just for the front door only.
The front door.
Yeah, so if you come here and look at your compartment doors, you'll still need these keys because it's key to like. So that's for these. Okay. So
The
you still
gray
need
one.
These ones for all the locks. So yeah, you can easily order extras from us as well.
Okay.
We have the little codes on here and we can easily get them.
Okay.
That makes sense? Now I'll go grab the rest of the stuff. So here, I'll give you guys those. Don't lose those.
There's lots of stuff in there that you might want to sell to use it. Oh, the toe, the stabilizer.
Yeah, he's going to install that
Stabilizer.
when I back the truck up.
Ready na daw po sila. Doon daw sila. Siya daw sa ibabaw. Siya sa ilalim. Ilalim. Nanonood sila ng hockey game.
May kasama talaga mga chargers din?
Hindi, may kasama siyang speaker.